All right, in today's video, I'm going to show you guys a play that is really good to attack cover 2 defense. We're going to be in the Colts offensive playbook, trips tight end offset. Before we get into it, drop a like, subscribe if you're new, become a member. Full scheme breakdowns are in the members area. We have the wild trips, pats, the dime 3-2, the gun bunch offset. What are you waiting for, man? Learn it because you need to. The bunch offset is based off the W scheme, so you know, and I think those people charge like a lot of money, bro. So I'm just saying, get the good stuff here. Trips tight end offset. I'm gonna make no personnel changes. Don't really need to. The name of the play is the Shock H option. Now there's a little small setup to it, man, but I think it's important that you understand why this defense. We're gonna pick Tampa too. Why this works, okay? And what I'm gonna do here, just to show you guys what I mean, is I'm gonna take B, streak him, X, streak him, and then Y on a flat. If I run this setup right like this, you'll notice that the cloud flat in a cover 2 Tampa 2 can take off in man defense. So if I try to throw the X route over here, he's gonna be covered for the most part. There's people in the way and whatnot, right? So this is why Shock H option is really good, because if I set it up this way where I take B and put B on a streak, right? And then take X, put him on an out route, that won't happen. What happens instead is the cloud flat sits low, gives me an open window right here to possibly even get a touchdown depending on who's there and how it works, you know? There's times you can bust for touchdown. Let me see if I can real quick. This way, this way. Just wait a little bit. Oh, he didn't even try to, he didn't even try to catch the ball. All the logic and the CPU and just the AI in general in this game is just atrocious. This way. That's a good zone break from him. But there are going to be times where you can get touchdowns and stuff like that. I guess it just depends on the speed of your people and who's in those positions. Yeah, I waited too long. The pass rush is crazy. Don't forget that if the pass rush is crazy, you better just get rid of the ball once you see the window. So it would be like this, right? You can even, oh, that was weird. But you can just like possession catch if you want to go down with it. Now, alternatively, right? Let's say we run this setup. What we can do is, let's say they man him up or whatever, Y, or you can take X and put him on an in route. Remember what I tell you guys about this part of the play or in Madden in general is the in routes cook. They cook. So you could come over here, come underneath, and it's going to be money every single time, especially against vertical hooks. Vertical hooks and mid reads do not play underneath. The only way that you're going to be able to get this is to probably maybe shade underneath, and I don't even know if shading underneath is going to help you. But if they do shade underneath, that's when you go back to Y. So it's kind of like a chess match, right? But the underneath stuff, man, I'm telling you right here, is going to be goated. Now, it's not only that guy. It's not just that guy. It's everybody. Pretty much saying that I could take X, put him on an out route and B on an in route like this, and then get A and RB out the way. And then I can just come underneath with B. So remember that the in routes are going to be one of the most crucial things that you can do in this game to leverage plays to your side. Alternatively, right, I could take B, Y, X, and then put RB on an in route, and then come underneath with my running back. You just got to be careful because running backs tend to get hung up on their own people, so you could get cooked in that aspect, and you don't want to be that guy, okay? Alternatively, you can run verticals here, okay, like this, and snap the ball. And the way you can try to get away with here is this X route over here on the sideline in a verticals from this formation, because the cloud flats will actually sit lower. I'll show you guys again here. This way, and then look for X here. He actually followed that time, but we got a little bit of separation where he didn't follow. But if you want to be sure, right, you come back over here and you just run this little combination. That's how you're gonna be sure 100% of the time. You'll have this guy because of the way he runs, and it's money. Now, one thing that I don't know is running this play, but before we do, don't forget you also have your tight end like this, okay? So we'll have the tight end streak B, we'll have the tight end coming underneath, okay? All right, alternatively, since we do have where we can make adjustments for our running back, we have our running back on a Texas too, streak A. Make sure you run this setup like this. That way you force the vertical hooks and yellows backwards with that streak, and the angle route just comes through. Now, man defense is what I'm talking about. How does this play right here perform? Because remember, if you're running against cover 2 man, the underneath stuff, these guys should play underneath, right? So we could just go random, streak B, and then drag X and see if Y can get above like that. You see what I'm saying? Now, what I did there was I high point past the football, if that makes any sense. Okay, and I'll show you an instant replay what that does. Okay, so you'll see that this guy is being chased, right? But remember, cover 2 man is underneath cover, so these guys will sit underneath. You'll see how all the backs are sitting underneath. Everybody that's in coverage is underneath. That's the idea, because they know they have the deep half coverage over the top. However, with this route right here, since I know that, I have a streak to keep the deep half honest, right? He can't just make a move. And once I get past him, I high point, throw the high point pass, meaning I'm holding LB, L1, and then the receiver icon. So it goes high in the sky and over their heads like this, okay? Actually is gonna be my, that's gonna be my screenshot right there, bro. I gotta hide this part. Hold up, let me hide that, because that's just it's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So we'll do the screenshot there. But yeah, you'll see that's pretty much the move versus man defense. In a cover one defense, it may or may not work, because cover one defense is over the top coverage on its own. Okay, so let's just try that again. We'll run B at him. Let's go ahead and drag X and then go this way. Oh, he actually got a little bit of separation, so our high point pass again, and we weren't even close. But you see what I mean? Let's go ahead and take this guy out of the equation. So we'll just have Y doing this. Yeah, see? It's not ideal. Wait, was he getting free by himself, or was that a zone break? So cover one is designed to kind of slow plays like this down. So remember that. This way again. Yeah, so yeah, it's I wouldn't do it. Okay, I wouldn't try. I wouldn't attempt it. You have other plays. If you happen to be forced to, you don't know, make sure you throw yourself a man beater out there. So like even X right here, right? Let him come across the whole thing. You got the 3-rec hook. Actually, you know what? These guys, I mean, you can throw the X route because the guy's over the top. There's no way he's stuck, but you got to remember that the 3-rec hook is out there as well. So running back to your running back is going to be another crucial aspect of trying to beat all this right here. Just coming out this way and running anything that's underneath for your running back. But like I said, you'll have PA crossers and plays like this against the mad defense that you can be using to try to leverage the play to your side. So RB, and then you'll have B over this way. You'll have Y, you have players. It's just a pass rush in this game as far as practice mode goes, and in the game. I gotta lie to you guys, I think in the game it's just as bad. You have inside zone to try to slow people down a lot more, you know what I mean, to where if it's mad defense, and this is why I run inside zone against mad defense, is because I'll show you an instant replay. It's something that a lot of people don't know, most of us do, is that these guys are in man coverage, which means when the play snap, guess what happens? These guys aren't ready to stop a run. They're chasing receivers down. See what I'm saying? They turn their backs. And I'm already up here with the ball. So by the time they realize it's a run, I'm getting yards. So now what slows that down is when they pinch the D-line and crash them and stuff like that. That kind of hurts you. Now, if you see something like this, right, you can go ahead and max protect, right? And then you can try to get these 1v1s going over here. We can go ahead and motion this guy to try to force actually the middle third to respect it and try to get a little 1v1 on Wilson going this way and see if we can go over his head. Depending on the speed and depending if you even have time to throw it, bro. But you could go over his head and make it hard for your opponent to slow you down. So I do this a lot, but like I said, it'd probably be Williams that would be out there if we're in a game. If I see a lot of press and stuff like that, I'll just move Williams to the outside and then try to bomb it over their head, man. And like I said, the plays, if you use them the way I tell you, they're gonna work wonders for you, man. Just know when to run them. That's the trick, is to know when to run them. Pay attention and just understand the weaknesses of zones, and you're gonna be okay. Drop a like on today's video. Love you guys, man. Peace.